Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Lauren. I hope that you're all staying healthy and safe and well. I know I always preface my videos by saying that, but I truly hope that you are, and that your 2021 is off to a good start. I am in a different kind of location. I am by the window because I have my laptop set up. This is the new MacBook Air I got in gold. I've been using like my iMac, you can kind of see back there, since 2011, and it was just time for an upgrade. But I just want to sit by some natural light because in Vancouver we barely see the sunlight, it's always raining. So I'm over here and I thought I would do a shopping video with you, which I'm super excited about. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to shop for pre-loved luxury goods on eBay. So whether you are a seasoned luxury addict and you've been buying for years, or whether you're new to the game, eBay can be a little bit daunting. So hopefully these tips and tricks I show you can help kind of ease your mind and give you a little bit of peace of mind. I have bought 3 pre-loved luxury goods, 2 from eBay, so that would be my Louis Vuitton Montsouris MM, as well as my Louis Vuitton Pochette Accessoire, and then I also purchased the Louis Vuitton Petite Noe in Epi in black from Luxar & Co. I think that's how it's pronounced. It's LXR & Co. They are Canadian based, and they do actually have stores, like a storefront sort of within Hudson Bay itself. You can go in and look at the goods, but you can also buy online. That one I don't have anymore because it was stolen. The second time that I used it was, oh, anyway, I don't want to talk about that. But I have purchased 3 sort of pre-loved luxury goods. And I remember the first time I bought on eBay, it was a little bit scary. So now I feel like I have a lot more confidence when looking on eBay and shopping the pre-loved market. So hopefully this video will help you, and you'll pick up some tips and tricks. All right, so the handbag that I'm looking at buying on eBay is the Louis Vuitton Noe in the monogram, not the petite or not the BB or the nano, but I sort of want the original size. So I don't know if that would be called the GM size. And before I actually go on to eBay, I always like to make like a list or a criteria. I don't know if that's the teacher in me that wants to do that or has to do that, but I always make a list of criteria before I begin shopping. So I do have mine already typed out. I will do like a split screen so you can kind of see my criteria there. But the first thing that I will look at is I will look at the price, if it is available, of the actual item and what it retails for. So on the Louis Vuitton website, the Noe that I am looking at in monogram retails for 2,100 Canadian, and that's not including taxes. So with taxes, it comes up to $23.52 here in Canada. So knowing that, I am willing to pay half that amount. So I'm willing to pay about $1,000. That's sort of my max limit that I will pay for it. With that being said, buying in the past, I know that I'm typically going to buy it internationally, so I will be hit with customs and duties, so I have to take that into account. So that's usually about $200, depending on the price. Again, it will usually be about $200, $300. So I know now that my $1,000 max, when I'm shopping on eBay itself, I need to be looking in the $700 to $800 range. So that's what I'll sort of max out at, to take into account the customs and duties. The next thing that I will make a list about is what I am willing to compromise with. Because this is a pre-loved item, and unless it's like brand new in box, I know that there are going to be some deficiencies or defects or whatever you want to call it. It is pre-loved, it is used. So what am I willing to compromise with? So deal breakers for me with the Noe would be any sort of cracks in the canvas. That's number 1. And whenever I'm buying any sort of canvas, like Louis Vuitton canvas goods, I will always have that as a deal breaker. So I don't want any cracks or rips in the canvas. The next thing specific to the Noe is no sort of cracks in the leather either, or no rips in the leather. There is like that large sort of leather base, but as well at the top, because it cinches, there's also leather at the top there. So I really don't want any sort of cracks or rips in the leather up there. The next thing is water stains. Let me just double check. Yes. Oh no, missing pieces. So because the Noe also has sort of that, it does cinch and it has that sort of leather tie, I want everything to essentially be included. I don't want there to be any parts missing to the bag. And the next deal breaker for me would be any sort of stains, like large water stains on the leather. Because the Noe has the base of it as being leather, and then there's also sort of like a strip around the base that's leather. I just don't really want any really big visible watermarks there. And then the last thing is, let me look here, no peeling or stickiness on the inside of the bag, and I'll touch on that a little bit later once we start shopping together. So that's essentially the 5 things: cracks in the canvas, cracks in the leather, missing pieces, large water stains on the bottom of the bag, and peeling and stickiness in the bag. Other things, like if the canvas is a little bit dirty, I know I can clean that. I know I can also clean the leather because I've done that in the past, but water stains always tend to be the trickiest when you're working with Louis Vuitton, so, and the leather. So now that I have my sort of guide ahead of me, let's go shopping. So the next part's gonna be all done on my computer. All right, so I have typed in a Louis Vuitton No Way. You can be more specific. You can say BB, GM, you can put monogram, Epi, whatever you'd like, but I just want to be as general as possible to get the most results. And as you can see here, I have over 1,000 different listings to choose from. You can also filter on the side here. I tend to not add any filters. Like you can enter your price point. So I know my max is going to be 800, so I could definitely do that there, but I just kind of want to see everything. And then you could also choose free shipping, whether you want it, the location to be located only in Canada. But I'd like to be as general as possible. Let's click here. So you can see that I've already clicked a few of them just because I was researching this prior to the video. So if we click this first one here, it is under my price range, so $684. The first thing I will look at is the seller information. So this is by brand_JFA. They have almost 100% positive feedback, as you can see. And then they have quite a large number of reviews. So sometimes it will be like 100% positive feedback, but maybe they've only sold 2 items, or they only have 2 reviews. So really, if this number is fairly large, then I feel fairly confident. The next thing I will look at is the item location. I can see it's based in Japan, so I feel fairly confident that's located there. I typically only buy my bags from Japanese sellers, and that's because it is illegal to sell counterfeits or fakes in Japan, and they can incur a fine if they are caught selling it. I've also heard from looking on Purse Forum that Japanese sellers are definitely the most reputable. So both my items I've gotten off eBay have been from Japanese sellers. So let's go over here. This one looks pretty good to begin with. So let's check out the leather. The canvas is looking pretty good. The leather, there's not a lot of water stains on the bottom, so that's great. The second picture, let's look. There's a little bit of scuffing on the left side, but I mean, that's something that I could definitely live with. The bottom of the leather looks amazing. Like there's a little bit of water stain and damage there, but barely any, and that patina is very beautiful. The corner wear on this one side, there's a little bit more. It looks like there might be a little bit of rip at the top part of the leather. You can't really see it. I can't really zoom in on it. But the next picture, this is just showing sort of the handle and the strap. A fairly dark patina. There's a little bit of darkness at the top of the leather there, but pretty decent. Oh, okay. This one looks like it might be missing a rivet, actually, on this side here, or something that holds it together. I think that's what they're showing. So that would be a deal breaker for me. The leather on top looks pretty good. The strap is pretty good. Here you can see it's a little bit darkened, but there's not sort of any cracks in it that they're sort of showing. Oh, never mind. So as you can see, there's a crack in the leather right there, but I mean, that one's not even that bad. The missing rivet is a little bit concerning. Looks like the inside of the bag is pretty good. It's not hitting all the criteria that I've set, so we're gonna keep on searching. This one I have looked at as well. So again, looking at the seller information, really good. Item location, Japan, yes. Let's take a look at the bag itself. It looks like there's some water damage on the one side. This side's okay. There's a little bit, that's quite a bit of damage, and I don't think I would deal with that there. Some scuffing on the side, some cracking on the leather. That's what they're showing you there. Scuffing. So this one isn't as good as the last one. So the date code there, so it's the 6th week of 1992, AR, I believe that's France. So it is a fairly old bag. When you go down, if I'm really interested in the bag, I'll read this part down here. So it says item specifics. Here, you can see authenticity. If you click the authenticity tab, you can see they have a valid license in Japan. So there you go. Just so there's their license right there. So they're able to sell and buy used goods, including pre-owned brand name items in Japan since 2008. Shipping, that's really nice. You can read about that there. Payment, return, attention, so on and so forth. Let's keep looking. This one looks good. I've looked at this one, I think, in the past. $800, so right at the higher end of what I'm willing to pay. Good feedback. Located in Japan. Let's take a look at the bag. Leather's pretty decent on both. That's pretty good. The handle looks good. Oh, I don't know if I could deal with that though. That's a little bit of a big water stain. No cracking really on the leather, so that's good. Oh, 2 little cracks there, but that's pretty minor. A little bit of damage there. And they're showing some pen marks there. They're very detailed, so that's good. This one looks like AR06, so the 6th week of 1994. I give the measurements. Okay, so condition rank B. This is really nice because they'll explain that a little bit here. So the condition rank, so S is brand new. If you go down to B, it says average well-used condition. Ideally, I like to be in sort of like the B or the AB, so like great condition used and average condition used. So this one's okay. It's a little bit too expensive for what I'm willing to pay though. So some other considerations when you are buying off eBay is to look at the shipping. So you can see that this seller offers free shipping. A lot of the sellers from Japan will offer free shipping, which is really nice. I also look at the returns and refunds. So do they offer returns? Do they offer a refund? This seller does, but you have to pay for the shipping. They'll deduct that from your original payment. And I also look at sort of other notes you can kind of see here. They have professional appraisers, which is pretty nice. I have used Authenticate First for 2 of my items, and I think they say the turnaround is like 48 to 72 hours. From Authenticate First, I've always received sort of my appraisal within the 6 hours or so. So now I feel fairly confident, and like I said, because I only buy from Japanese sellers, I have been searching for some time now, only on the buy it now option, and now I'm looking at the auction option, and I came across this one. The seller is Best Life Japan, 100% positive feedback with over 8,000 reviews. It has 3 days left. It's currently at 470, so I know it's going to go up significantly higher. However, this one is in almost perfect condition. If you take a look at it, it's beautiful. I think this was the picture that got me. Like, look at the leather there. It is almost perfect. And there's barely any scuffing on the side. This is an old school Louis Vuitton one, so it doesn't say like Louis Vuitton Paris made in France. It says this word here, which I took French in high school, but I will pronounce this wrong. I believe it's like Matelier. So this is what they originally printed. So this bag is really old. I can't even really see the date code on it. I know they started date codes in the 80s, I believe. So this bag is fairly old, but it is in gorgeous condition. So they ranked it at a B+, which is in good condition, small scratch. It's almost in great condition. So I might actually bid on this one, so I'll have to keep you updated. What I have created over here is I have created my watch list. So these are all the items that I am currently watching. So this one's at, above my price point, which I'm willing to pay. This one's under, this one is also over. So I feel like I might have made my max price a little bit too low for what I am looking for. So like I said, this one's at 862 and it is in near perfect condition as well. I would say the one that's available for auction is in even better condition. So I might actually try and bid on this in the next few days, this one here. So I will have to keep you updated. Okay, so as you can see, I am hoping to bid on one of the items, and if not, I do have a couple on my watch list. Unfortunately, it is going to go over my $800 sort of max limit, but for what I want in the bag, and because I'm planning on using this and keeping this in my collection, I am willing to go over the $1,000 mark. Like I said, that's with customs and everything, so I'm hoping to pay under 850 Canadian, and then probably 1,050 with the customs. But definitely my tips for you: make your criteria sheet, so know what you're willing to pay, albeit it might have a little bit of wiggle room there. Know your deal breakers, know what you'll compromise with regards to quality. Definitely look at the seller. Like I said, I feel most confident in buying from Japanese sellers, but if you are still questioning the bag, you can always go to a third-party authenticator. I have used Authenticate First. I've always had really good results with them. And then also look at the payment options. So some sellers will ask you to pay within 2 days, some within 3 days, some within 4 days. So if you do decide to purchase the bag, you have 4 days in which you need to pay, you can always then send that link off to the Authenticate First or any sort of authenticators, and you have a couple of days before you have to pay to actually find out if it is authenticated or authentic or not. And then other things, look at the returns, look at the shipping, see if it's free. I always tend to go with free shipping, and yeah, just have fun. Definitely do your research. There's tons of different blog posts online about how to authenticate bags too. I would always do your research, and just have fun with it. I mean, if you're willing to, and you're willing to put in the work and bid on some items, then you might just get a better price. So fingers crossed for me. I hope in a couple of weeks, well, probably not a couple of weeks, it will take a while to ship here, but I'm hoping that within the next few weeks I can actually purchase one of these, and I'll have an unboxing, and I can lead you through that process as well. So wish me luck, and until I see you in my next video, I hope that you have a great day. Bye.